Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I do want to first of all let you guys know that I can tell that you guys really like the future spouse videos, so I'm going to try to get one of those up for you on Friday, but today's pick a card reading is going to be on who is who has secret feelings for you, what are their feelings, what is going on. Like, it's going to be a little mystery on who's thinking about you, what they're thinking about you, and are they going to come forward? So we have 3 piles to pick from. We have Labradorite, Tiger's Eye, and Black Tourmaline. So go ahead and pick your pile now. Hello, pile number 1. If you picked the Labradorite, this reading is for you. On who has feelings for you. Sorry, not Labradorite. Lapis Lazuli. Did I call it? If I called it even earlier, Labradorite, I mean Lapis Lazuli. So we're gonna first talk about who they are and kind of like what they think about you, and then we'll get into their feelings and what they might do. So this person is quite emotional, spiritual in some cases. They express their feelings. They're not afraid of their feelings. They're super charming and like attractive, and like people love to be around them. They're just very charismatic. However, when it comes to all of this, all of you, everything that has to do with you, it leaves them feeling they lose their confidence. They're not used to that. They feel unsure. They feel like their intuition is like playing games on them. Like they feel like they're so sure that you're into them, or that you feel the same way, or that you also have feelings. But then they're like, no, they for sure don't have feelings. So they're very like unsure of like how to feel, or if they should move forward, or if they should take any action towards you. And I do get the sense that you might give them mixed feelings, because maybe you're also kind of scared of the connection and you're unsure of how they're feeling. So there could be some mirroring going on, as well as they might have like other people around and they might be flirty, or vice versa. And I think this kind of like throws the other one off and is like, oh, I need a backup. They're not into me the way I am into them. Because your person, I do see that they really think highly of you. They're having a hard time being optimistic when it comes to you, because half of them is like, and you have the sun and the moon in reverse. That's so funny. Half of them is like, why wouldn't they like me? Like, they kind of seem like they like me, but then a bigger part of them is like, no, they're not about you. I think maybe they think you're a player, or someone that just doesn't really have deep feelings. It's just maybe someone who's just a flirt, someone who's not serious or not looking for something serious. You know what I mean? But they think that you are very special. They also think that you're, because they're very intuitive, and I think that they kind of sense that in you, and empathic. I think you guys mirror each other in this. They just like think that you have this light inside of you that is just like amazing and very vibrant and bright, and it just makes them want to be around you. They see you as very creative. I think some of you guys could be artistic, or you guys have really good style, but they really admire the creative side to you. And I think that there's something about them that kind of lets you kind of share that part of you, because sometimes some creative people are kind of like hesitant and bashful of that, because sometimes they feel like it's not good enough. But I think with them, you're a little fearless. There's something about you that really makes you open up, but yet there's like a blockage that you have when it comes to them. I don't know. I think it could scare either one of you guys. Your connection. Now your person, as far as looks go, I do see that they probably have like a really nice hair, or you really like their hair. That's something that people admire them. If they're male, they could have facial hair. If they're female, they're just very beautiful. I think that you guys kind of understand each other on a spiritual level, that sometimes you're subconscious, sometimes you're your here brain, your everyday brain, doesn't really understand, because your souls speak to each other. And I don't think your head or your heart has caught up. I think the connection was first made through your souls. And I don't think you guys planned it, and I don't think you guys meant to. But you guys have a very, very deep soul connection. It's quite beautiful. Okay. So now we're going to do the some more tarot on how they feel about you. Just kind of get us, they think highly of you, but how do they feel about you, and will they come forward? So there's a lot. There's a lot to unpack. We have the Nine of Pentacles, and we have it upright, and we have it in reverse, which is really interesting, because I think this person has a duality to them of like, they have this self-doubt, and they're also kind of like, going back and forth on this, like where they're like, yes, like I know, that they are who I want, I'm gonna, go towards it, and then they're like, no, but this. And for some of you guys, a select few, it is because I think a third party is involved. They could, the person who kind of admires you, who thinks about you, who has feelings for you that they don't express, I think is in a relationship for some of you guys. And if not, maybe they're just focused on another thing. But for those of you that makes sense. I don't think this person would ever cheat. I think they are very morally sound, very, on the straight and narrow when it comes to that. Perhaps they were hurt before in that way, and so they don't mess around with that. But I think that could be why they hide their feelings, is because that there is someone else involved, and they don't want to be that person. So, sorry. When it comes to you, when they met you, in general, I think you kind of shake them up. I think you kind of like zap them, and you kind of like get them going in some way. It could be intellectually, spiritually. Maybe you guys just make each other laugh, and sometimes they take your wittiness, surprises them. But it's a good surprise. Like, they love when you hit them with like random little things. Again, they feel all the feelings for you. I think it's like complete when it comes to that. I think that they recognize that you guys would make a really good, strong, mature, capable, like a power couple. You guys would get shit done. So they really like that about you, because they feel like you're just very on top of your shit. Like, they don't have to carry you, they don't have to wait for you, they don't have to hold your hand. You're just gonna be, right along with them. And they want to explore with you. They see you guys going on adventures and trips and doing fun stuff, and they know that you guys could have a lot of fun if you guys don't already. However, they have so much self-doubt when it comes to this connection. I think usually they're not, they do have a little bit of I think they have a little bit of a self-esteem issue, and it could be stem from, when they were younger, or they felt like an ugly duckling or something of that sort. Maybe they were overweight, and they had what people like to say glow up, and I think they still carry that past baggage with them, and so they kind of doubt that, they could have a chance with you, because you're so special, you're so different. I think that you just came and just like, whoa, turn their fucking world upside down, and they're like, who is this person? Like, are they real? And again, that scared them. And so they switch between being like all about it, and then no, all about it, and then but no. And it also could be because there's someone else, and I think that they do fantasize about like having an affair with you, and kind of having you. I do think that they think about you sexually and romantically, and they go as far as to like picture a whole life with you, like a whole house and kids or dogs, or whatever you guys would be into or they're into, that kind of like family home life. And they know that it would be successful, and you guys would make you guys would make a great team, you guys would make a great family. So ultimately, I do think that they're going to come forward. I just think that they have a lot to work through. I think they have to get rid of the third person, or you do, if you have someone. They have to stop self-doubting. They have to make these cards be upright, right? Because this would be in harmony. This would be happy together, with the third person, or with a child or a cat or a dog, or having a home together. And then they got to flip this around and just be constant with how they think and how they feel. They can't be wishy-washy. And they have to get rid of their self-doubt. Because I think you present yourself and you come off as a very confident person, and that could kind of scare them, because they don't really know, they just see who you are and what you do, and they're just like, what? Who is this person, and how can I be them, or, get close to them, or teach me your ways. But then, so that kind of makes them feel, well, but I'm not good enough then, if they're so perfect. And then, oh, but they're not so perfect. They have all these other things. They I think that when it comes to you, they just kind of forget that people are super flawed. And I do think that there's someone in the outer banks of this connection, just kind of swimming around. Pile number 1. I'm so happy you came today. If this resonated with you, please let me know, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys. Pile number 2. If you picked the Tiger's Eye, welcome to your reading. I'm so happy you're here. So, this is a little heavy. I just instantly felt it. We're gonna get into who is kind of thinking about you, who has feelings for you, what are their feelings, what are they hiding, what are they about, who is this person, what's going on. And it's funny because this is supposed to be a fun, light reading, nothing too serious, but it's kind of serious for some of these piles. So let's start off with who this person is, what they think about you, and then we'll move on to what they feel about you, what they want to happen with you, and will they come forward. So that's kind of how we'll do this reading. But so your person, or the person that is thinking about you, has gone through it. They are trying still very hard to kind of they are trying very hard to be the person that they want to be, but they are struggling. They have struggled, and I think for the foreseeable future they're still going to be struggling. And they struggle, for some of you guys, they could struggle with addiction. That's to many things. We all know there's addictions out there, with depression, with anxiety, lifestyle habits. There's just a lot from this person. However, they're persistent. They try to keep going. They don't give up. They progress. As slow as it is and as hard as it seems for them, they try very hard. I think that if you have had a connection with this person, if you know who I'm talking about, I think this person really hurt you because of these things that they have to kind of move past in their life, that they have to heal from, that they have to work on. I think they try very hard, but the progression is quite slow. And I think in that process, this person hurts other people. I don't think they intentionally do it, but I think it's something that's very serious and that they probably need to get help for. And if that doesn't resonate, that's just the person who's kind of thinking about you. Maybe you don't really realize how deep they're struggling, but they do kind of see you as a nurturer, someone that, could help them. But I think you got to be wary of that because, we are not here to fix anybody. We are not here to heal people. We are not, not on purpose, not to the point that it messes with your own frequencies or your life or your happiness, right? We're not here to heal people with traumas, because unless we're, psychologists, counselors, therapists, that's not what we, you know what I mean? Don't take that on, because it's really, really hard. It's really, really tough, and it's not really your responsibility. I do think you should support people who struggle. Okay, I'm going off and on. Point is, be wary. Don't get sucked into someone needing you, and then turns out that they're hurting you. So yeah, they think you're very beautiful. They love to be around you. You are like, you have such a happy, some of you guys could be like quite optimistic and like bubbly and like happy-go-lucky people, or at least that's how you seem to them. And you're just like full of life and you love to love, and this person kind of like feels like you were kind of destined to meet them, destined to be in their life, but ultimately that's up to you. Just gotta be a little careful with this person. I think they suffer from quite literally dark thoughts. They could suffer from depression, post-traumatic stress disorder. Their energy is very heavy and very dark, and yours is not. I think even though if you might have gone through things, I think you still found a way to kind of get on top of it where it's not like clouding your whole entire world. And I think you are a very nurturing people, like person, like the people around you go to you for advice, go to you for love. You take care of those around you, and this person wants that. And it's a little scary because you love to help people and you love to be there for people, but I'm wary of this person. I don't know that their intentions are all that good. Whoa. Okay, so we're just gonna get into kind of how they feel about you and what they want to happen and if they're gonna make a move. Whoa. It's heavy stuff all throughout, I guess. It's gonna be the reoccurring thing with this person. So I don't think their feelings are genuine. They're hiding their feelings right now because it suits them. I think it gives them power over you to like withhold the way they feel about you. They do kind of see you making their life better. They see you as someone that they could marry, but they don't want kids. They don't want the picket fence. They don't want pets. They don't want a happy life. They just see you making them happier. This person likes to be a martyr. They like to, take on burdens and then act like, woe is me and I help everyone. I'm so over this person. I think they're quite calculated. They're very intellectual. So anything that they do, they don't do by chance. You might be like, oh, maybe, they didn't think about it. They did that, but it was just like, it wasn't intentional, right? They didn't think about it. But I think this person did, and they did it, calculatingly to manipulate. I get a little bit of narcissistic vibes here. But they're like, this person is so blinded, so close, so like just walking in the dark when they literally could walk in the light. But I think that they are so resistant to change. They don't want to change their behaviors and actions and, the things that have caused them pain. They are right now all about themselves. They're in self-interest mode and me, I will fight. It's me against the world because woe is me. And, they kind of victimize themselves even when they hurt others. And I think they're going to come towards you with a little bit of like, hey, I kind of like you. Like, it's going to be kind of immature. It's not going to come at you correct. Like, it's not going to be like, let's go on a date. Or let's hang out. And like, I do want to kind of mention that this doesn't have to be a romantic partner. This could be a family member that just wants you to take care of them. This could be a friend. It could be an acquaintance. This one isn't that romantic to me. And if it is, that's because they are not. The reason why I don't feel the romance is because they don't want that with you. They just want you for what they could use you for. So you don't deserve this at all in any case. So what feelings are they hiding? Who is hiding feelings? Well, I kind of told you who this person was, and what they're hiding is how much they want to use you, how much they want to just take from you spiritually. This could be like, I have a lot of female energy here. Yeah, a lot of female energy, but honestly it could be male or female. Let me know how it resonates with you in the comments down below. I'm going to keep it kind of short because this person is not good for you. We're going to just erase them. We're going to move on. And I hope that it just helps you kind of be on the lookout for this person and like kind of read that their intentions aren't very genuine with you. I hope this resonated with you, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys. Hello, pile 3. I hope your reading is a little more hopeful than the last one. But I will say that there is something to be said about, I guess, people who are hiding their feelings are kind of shady. Because none of these are like, I don't know. There's something a little shady about someone not just expressing the way they feel. I mean, there could be reasons why, and we're going to get into that. So this person, I think they're feeling kind of disappointed, and this could be with your connection or, you know, with themselves. I think they're feeling kind of heartbroken, and they're trying to release that heartbreak. It could be between you guys. Maybe you guys broke up. Maybe this is your ex. I think that they once felt a spark, and then it just kind of died off, and they feel like they can't get that back with you because they hurt you, or because, you know, you guys broke up or you hurt them. This does have past, like someone, you know, past energy person that you kind of had something with. They're trying to balance themselves and trying to make their life kind of flow well together, but I think they're kind of struggling with feeling like they don't have enough right now. They don't have like enough time, energy, resources, money, maybe. Just depends, it varies. And I do get the sense that they can be, or they have been kind of manipulative towards you. Possibly like, you know, a little selfish in their motives, and when you wouldn't do what they wanted, they kind of, you know, could have lashed out, or could have, you know, just didn't react the best way, or they don't internally. They kind of like, they get so passionate that they kind of, you know, make decisions based on emotions. And some people do call them a little selfish and, you know, about themselves. I also think they're a little confused and lost about kind of what's going on with them, what they're doing in their life. So I think this kind of can stop them also from coming forward and expressing how they feel and kind of taking the next step, is because they're just unsure of what's going on with them, what's going on with the world right now. I think they're feeling a little, I think that out of all of the piles, this person is kind of, has either been hit, or mentally, physically, or whatever the case is, maybe they lost their job, by the COVID-19 situation. I think this has impacted them quite deeply. So they're kind of like, you are hope to them though, like through all this hard stuff and all this darkness. Like maybe you guys text, or maybe you guys chat here and there. This person is a part of your life in a small way at least, and you kind of brighten that for them. They kind of see hope in, you know, these interactions with you. You brighten up their day. They do have love for you as well. I think they can see you kind of as a mother or father figure. You know, that you just might have motherly energy toward in you, like you're caring or nurturing. They do see that in you, and they really like that, and I think that's kind of what draws them in, is their need. I think you can kind of calm them, like, and maybe you don't even realize it, but I think that their head sometimes is spinning out on like a whole bunch of stuff, and I think you kind of bring them back to earth and balance and stable them. What else on who are they? I think there's someone they're not very shy. I'm getting kind of fire signs, maybe Aries. Doesn't have to be, doesn't matter, but just that kind of energy where they kind of stand their ground. They're not afraid to speak their mind. They don't get pushed around for the most part. I think they could be in a position of power. They just got it. And I think externally, outwardly, they seem like they have it put together, and I think most people can fall for that and think like, oh, they got it, they're good, they go home and they're happy. But I think that you can kind of see that maybe that's not exactly true, and I think that's why they're so drawn to you, because you kind of see the real them, and you don't shy away from it, I think. So let's get into what feelings exactly are they hiding, and if they're going to do anything about it. All right. So there's like an insane amount of fire energy. So this person has to have some strong fire in their chart. Like, there's no doubt about that. Or you can as well. So this person's kind of struggling. What they're feeling is just like so about them. except that they think you're clever and awesome and a freaking queen, and they really like you. Like, they just want to worship the ground you walk on. Like, they want to be intimate with you. I think you guys could know each other from work, and there's kind of like a boundary that you guys don't cross because of that. You guys could do maybe like flirting, and this person wants to take it forward, but they're feeling rushed and impatient, and maybe it's this coronavirus stuff, I think, has them feeling like, I'm never gonna get a chance, like I just have to. And how can maybe you guys don't see each other anymore because of working from home or whatever the situation is. I think that you guys once did see each other every day, whatever the case is, and now you don't, and that really, really is a bother for them. They feel like you also kind of bring them out of their shell a bit. Like I said, I don't think they're a shy person, but maybe at the beginning they are, or maybe you kind of open them up in ways that other people don't see, other coworkers. Maybe they make comments like, wow, they are really different around so and so. But they do have a lot of feelings. They're just kind of like feelings that they have to work through. But are they going to come forward? Yes. They're going to do it in a really creative way. I think they're also quite balanced, right? I don't think they believe too strongly in gender roles. They're not all about like, I don't know. They kind of see genders as being equal, or relationships as being equal in general. Because it doesn't have to be a hetero relationship. But I think they still have like a bit of fight on them in like, how do I do it? How do I go about it? But I think it's going to be like quite beautiful, very creative, a little bit over the top, maybe possibly kind of romantic. But they do want to come forward and like give you an offer. I think maybe it could start with friendship, or an offer of hanging out outside of work, or hanging out maybe through Zoom or Skype or something, but they're gonna come forward with an offer. As far as timing goes, I think it's gonna be within the next 5 to 6 weeks, 5 to 6 days, not months. This is gonna, unless it could. Okay, no longer than 6 months. But they are gonna come forward with their feelings, and I do think that this sometimes they try to kind of bury them, like, that's not appropriate. That's not. I can't be having these feelings. What if they don't feel the same way? They just want to be around you. They just want to have fun with you. And this doesn't have to be romantic. It's just someone who wants to be around you, and they think you're freaking awesome. But they just have a lot of like working on themselves that they have to do first. And I think that could be why also they maybe don't come forward. It's because they're like, I still need to work on myself in these ways. Pile number 3, that's all I really have for you. I hope that resonated with you. I hope everyone is happy and safe and healthy, and I'll see you guys on the next video.